Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast where we talk about every character.
Character Sunday.
Character Sunday, baby.
Sorry, just trying to make it easy on the edit.
Show me that
Character.
show me that
Character.
don't waste another minute on you crying. We're nowhere near the best is ready to be.
Character. No, I appreciate that. As the editor, 'tis your right and duty.
Oh shit,
To
Gary, I've
please
never
that
thought
booty.
about how I could just completely destroy the show to make it easier for me to edit.
Yeah, you could just stop editing it.
Yeah.
That'd make it, you destroy the show and make it very easy to edit.
And destroy our friendship.
Yeah.
Because again, we're cutting out a lot of slurs.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. We're talking about character today.
We are.
One of my least favorite characters in the game.
I think that's a real fair thing to say, Gary.
Yeah, maybe my least favorite?
I
mean,
think
great,
I
I
like Maggie less.
Maggie's hard. I hate the Keeper. I mean, I get that the argument that the Keeper is actually interesting.
I was going to
but
say, yeah, Keeper's at least an idea.
But this is super unfun to play. This is a character I'm very surprised was added so late. Because there's almost nothing to Lazarus.
Yeah.
It's Lazarus.
It's a Lazarus.
Yeah. It's a Lazarus.
He was added in Rebirth. He was added in base Rebirth.
Yeah.
So that just means he was not in the original Binding of Isaac.
Yes.
Lazarus, there's just not a lot here. He's Isaac, except he starts with an extra life that slightly, when he activates it, he becomes slightly better.
And what you're trading for that extra life is starting with -1 luck.
Oh,
Which is actually like a pretty big deal. When he dies, you get your luck back.
Yeah.
And you go at base 0, but having reverse luck is actually will have an impact on your pickups and stuff.
Yeah.
And his extra life does act in a way that no other extra life in the game acts. Because you resurrect right on the spot.
Yeah, mid-fight.
Mid-fight. You don't actually go back into the previous room like you do with every other extra life in the game. But it's only 1 extra heart. He starts with 1 heart with this extra life. So it's basically like having an extra heart. You get a tiny, not that tiny, but like not a great damage boost.
It's a multiplier though, so that's
it's a
pretty
multiplier. Yeah, so it's not bad.
You get a tears
Your luck
boost.
goes back up. Yep, you get a little bit of a tears boost.
Actually, all your stats go up except for shot speed.
Yeah, and luck goes back to 0. So it's kind of like if you want to be a worse Judas, but you want to put a little work into it.
Yeah.
You know?
And there are a lot of people who, when they play Lazarus, just kill him.
I just kill him immediately.
Yeah.
And I only played him for unlocks. And the rare times I do random character, I don't seek this out as an experience.
But don't worry, Gary. They realized that the character was a little boring. So they, as with many characters in this game, they added a way to give him a new starting item to really, liven him up.
Oh, yeah.
It's anemic.
Ew.
We've talked about anemic, I believe.
Yep.
It's a range boost.
Yep.
And when you're hurt, you leave creep behind you.
Yes. So pretty shitty.
Why? I get it's thematic because the idea is he's, in the words of the Wallflowers, he's a bleeder.
He's got a hemorrhage in his hands.
Hemorrhage in his hand.
The blood in my hands, hemorrhage in my hands again.
That's like Nickelback, dude.
It's like a Nickelback song or something. I heard it because
it's absolutely not the Wallflowers.
No, but it's in the words of another band as well.
Oh,
I
guess that's true. I guess it's like he's really playing a real cheap trick.
Yeah,
Gary, even I could do this one for a while.
If there's no connective tissue,
yeah,
it's easy to draw connections. The improver's secret.
If he he has anemia. He should eat some iron pills so that he can be metallic.
Yeah. And hopefully, to apply pressure to the bleeding, he'll have to squeeze the wound.
I hope when he goes dancing, there isn't a Panic at the Disco.
And later on, he gets some REM sleep, and then meets David Bowie. Or
Bob Dylan, whose son was in the goddamn Wallflowers. Once upon a time, they called me a bleeder.
The Master of Segways. I've told you before that's my bone to pick with Jacob Dylan.
Is what?
the specific anecdote. So like when I was watching MTV a lot, and I saw their like the VH1 behind the video thing for their cover of Heroes.
Which I once made you and Brayton cover on Teenage Dirtbags.
Indeed. So I guarantee I tell both these stories in that episode.
Yeah.
But just one, it was very annoying where he was like, this is just what it's like at a Wallflower concert. Pure power. Nothing can stop us. Even if Godzilla's attacking, we're not going to stop. Which I thought was really obnoxious. And then he said something about how he didn't want to be compared to his father. He wanted to get out under his father's name. And I wanted to be like, oh, your father, Jacob Zimmerman? Like, why did you take your father's fake stage name if you didn't want to be compared?
Yeah.
I think you did want to be compared. And you did want to, like, cash in on that fame. You know, not that this is not me bagging on the Wallflowers as a band. Like, he probably could have just made it as a band without being Bob Dylan's son.
Yeah, I feel like most people, when they heard One Headlight, didn't think Bob Dylan.
No, not at all. But he's like this posturing about it.
You know, Bringing Down the Horse, Red Letter Day. You know, there's some great albums, and I own many of them. I love the Wallflowers, unironically.
Yeah. You are the biggest Wallflowers fan I know.
Hey, thank you, Gary.
Yeah. I meant in terms of size.
Hey, thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
Gary, I have a great time at those concerts.
At the Wallflower concert?
Yeah, I'm just chucking people around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just demanding that others bring me mead. Fill my horn!
I love the idea of going to a Wallflowers concert and just demanding people give you drinks as King Wallflower.
Well, Gary, I kind of imagine myself as the Volstagg of Wallflower fans.
Yeah, the Warriors 3 visit a Wallflowers concert.
Write it, Patton Oswalt.
Who all these flowers would grow on walls? What else about Lazarus? It's a reference to Lazarus of Bethany, who was a Bibleman.
Oh, hi, Bethany.
Mm-hmm. Got resurrected 4 days after Jesus, so a little bit after the main event. It's like having an opening band after the concert.
Well, I think Jesus came back and then day one resurrected the dude.
Yeah. But Jesus came back. Like the cool resurrection already happened. He's like the Marvel post-credits scene.
Wait, no, I think we're having some confusion here, Gary. I think we're having some like Jay Leno headlines confusion.
Okay.
In the Bible, Lazarus of Bethany, we're reading from the wiki, of course. That's what we do on this fucking show. Was resurrected by Jesus 4 days after his death. That's important. That's a poorly Grammarly would hate that sentence.
Okay.
No, that is 4 days after Lazarus's death.
Oh, got you.
Jesus has not died yet at this point. He is still doing the preaching thing.
Oh, okay. So he is literally an opening band.
Yeah, exactly. But he waited 4 days instead of 3.
It's establishing the idea of resurrection. This is Chekhov's resurrection.
It is Chekhov's resurrection, yeah.
Yeah. The which we cannot wait. Like I cannot wait for. Like I would like Chekhov to come back and save us.
Yeah,
in general.
Him and Sulu.
Sulu. Rest in peace, Chekhov.
I
couldn't remember which young actor died.
I actually forgot that the new Chekhov died. I try not to think about those new Star Trek movies, honestly.
Yeah, they're not good.
I hate them with a fiery passion.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Gary, you see that Picard trailer?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's good.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into that. The new Star Trek movies, not into. And I had a lot of people try to push me on the first one. It's just like, oh, it's so fun and cool. And I'm like, God, I was like, the trailer has a lot of him racing in a car. That's stupid.
I don't want cool Star Trek.
No. People do not understand that the appeal of, and that's when people are just like, oh, that is why to me, the good Star Treks are, Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, because they're concerned. One of them are incredibly stiff morality tales.
Yeah.
And the other one is an incredibly long, boring plot that eventually like pays off.
Yeah.
About kind of like global universe politics. But both of which are boring. Like it needs to be not cool.
Yeah.
Folks.
Like Next Generation is like nerds trying to figure out ethical behavior.
Yeah. It is one of the least cool shows that has ever been. And that is why it is good.
Yeah.
Don't make this cool. And the movies, luckily, never did. They tried to. The Next Generation movies. Uh-huh. But those are all, like, pretty bad.
Yeah, like, Insurrection is the closest one they get, but it's still got, like, Picard fucking the hot young space woman and F. Murray Abraham with his head on the face stretcher or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the first part. I remember the face stretcher.
And, like, First Contact is fun, but...
Yeah.
It ain't Next Generation.
No, it's not Next Generation. So I feel like the new show maybe won't have that same vibe to it. Like it looks a little too like classy and,
Yeah, they got Michael Chabon written on that thing.
Yeah. So but I think it'll just be a good show. So, let's do the item rundown.
Oh yeah, I actually
I have to rinse off
completely
before
forgot about the item rundown.
Before I see your friend of mine, Levi, and I don't want to see Levi unshowered.
Hi, Levi. I'm kidding. Levi would never in a million years listen to this.
No.
I can't imagine anything worse than Levi having to listen to 2 weeks of this show.
I think Levi can handle it. I think he can handle it.
Boy.
He wouldn't, the game stuff, he does not care for the Binding of Isaac video game.
Yeah.
It's too random for him. But, he started listening to Monster in My podcast. Which
Okay.
which is so up his alley. And I was never like hurt that he didn't listen to it, but I was just like, hey, I came up with something I think you'd really like. And he just didn't have time, and he eventually started listening to it, and he's been digging it, which is nice.
Interesting.
All right. Are you ready for the item rundown?
All right. Yeah, I don't remember what any of these fucking things do, so.
I do.
Okay.
Missing no.
I think I like it. This one's just like full randomization, right?
Yep. I think you like it.
Yeah.
I bet you like it.
I like chaos, so.
Yeah. It's extremely chaotic. Broken arm.
Not good. Resurrection item, right?
Yep. Really shitty resurrection trinket.
That's
Lazarus'
right.
rags.
I actually like this one because it does trigger that weird resurrection.
It's basically, to me, like an extra health up that once you use it, you don't get any more health.
Yes.
Like, I think it's like a worse health up, actually. But Pandora's Box.
Is really cool, but you have to have the wiki open to figure out what it does.
Agreed. Store credit.
I mean, it's great.
Yep. Key bum.
Like
Fuck
almost
off.
all bums is incredibly bad.
Fuck off. Plan C.
Really cool.
Yeah, cool item that is very hard to use, I think. Empty vessel.
Kind of neat.
Yep. Compound fracture.
Really cool.
Yep. And those are the items.
Yeah, bones everywhere.
I love compound fracture. Yeah. And that's the Lazarus item rundown. And this has been another Character Sunday. I say that like we have an outro theme for it.
Character.
Character.
Gary, I already spent a whole night of my life coming up with 13 different character themes.
You want to come with 13 different character outros?
Yeah, I mean, they'd just be the same song, different points of the same songs.
Yeah.
I wonder what I picked for Lazarus.
I've been listening to those and I've been delighted to find them because I obviously I wasn't there at the Genesis, so I didn't know them at all.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
You just got an email from me one night saying, hey, can I get an audio file of you saying character 3 times?
Yeah, and I immediately did it because that's the kind of thing that's the kind of friendship we have where you can just text me and be like, hey, can you say character 3 times? And I'm like, yes, I will. If people like the show.
I just have it listed as pain, so it's either growing pains or royal pain.
Okay. I bet you it's growing pains if I had to guess.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. If you like the show.
Smile again.
Show me that smile.
Don't waste another minute
of you crying. If you like the show, don't waste another minute.
Beautiful.
I'm really trying to outro so I can go rinse off for Levi, my friend. And you've interrupted me 3 times now.
I'm sorry.
One time just to sing that song. So if I can ask you to cool it for just a moment so I can please like be clean for my friend. Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv ratings, reviews, Duckfest.
See you, Space Cowboys.
See you, Space Cowboys.